Welcome back to the Dividend Diplomats YouTube channel. Everybody, this is Bert here, one of the Dividend Diplomats. Earlier in this week, I gave a little short. I said I'm challenging myself to 3 finance goals to knock out this week. There were 3 big items that I wanted to take care of to improve my finances to either help me grow my income or cut down some expenses. The activity I'm going to be doing more, I'm going to be posting about whether it's shorts, on our X feed. So make sure you subscribe to both. You follow us wherever we are on social media so I can give you some updates. First, here are the 3 goals. Here are the 3 things that I wanted to make sure that I knocked out this week. And I'll give a little bit more of a detailed breakdown for each one of them here shortly. Number 1, we've been trying to grow our option income on our channel. So I'm not going to go into the details. I'm not going to spoil what we have for everybody here on our video that we're going to be releasing on Monday. But this week I challenged myself. I wanted to get at least 3 options written, whether it was a cash secured put or whether it was a covered call. I wanted to leave the week with 3 and make sure I am earning that income. Boy, oh boy, everybody, did I start the week on fire with these. But right out of the gate, 1, 2, 3. I had that 3 count. I had them tapped out on the mat. So I knocked them all out on Tuesday as soon as the market opened. I earned a nice bit of premium income. I earned over $30 total from these transactions. But everyone stay tuned to Monday. I'm going to talk a little bit more about that. I can't spoil everything for you here during this video. Goal number 2, everybody, was I wanted to open up a bank account and earn a nice bonus on there. One of the fun things that Lady and I do is you can open up a bank account, deposit some money, and oftentimes they're going to give you a nice bonus to go along with that. So sometimes it takes having a direct deposit set up. Sometimes it takes depositing a nice chunk of money in there. Whatever it is, each bank has a unique bonus, unique amount deposited, and a time that you have to hold it. But the returns can be very solid if you do that. You can sometimes get hundreds of dollars just by depositing $500, which is a huge return, especially if it's only for a 90-day period. Guys, that's a massive return that's going to be very hard to beat, especially when you're just earning in your high yield savings account. The bank I did was Fifth Third Bank here. They offered a sweet deal. It was a $350 bonus if within 90 days you do a one-time direct deposit of at least $500. You have to hold it in that account for a couple months. So what did I do? Signed up online. I got that direct deposit set up. I have it set to go once my paycheck hits next week. I'm going to get a $350 deposit open, and then I'm going to close that account in 2+ months as soon as that waiting period's up. Don't want to have any more bank accounts open that I don't need to, but that was just too good of a deal that I couldn't pass up. $350 for $500, heck yeah. But that is tied to your location. Here's one that works nationwide. We'll throw a link down there below. If you want to open one up with SoFi, you can get a nice little bonus. Set up direct deposit, set up their high yield savings account. Check out that offer in the link down there below. And remember, subscribe to our channel if you haven't already. That third big update, everybody. I mentioned there were 3. So again, the first one, write 3 options. Boom, check mark, get that one done. Number 2, open a bank account bonus. Boom, check mark, get that one done. Number 3, this was going to be in the reducing my expense category, hopefully, shifting my car insurance. I have been shopping. I've been talking about wanting to shop around my car insurance and possibly move to save money for months now. It has been a huge pain in my butt going through this process. Why is that? I've had State Farm since God knows how long. Since I've been driving. When I was 16, I've been married to State Farm for as long as can be. And you know why? The longest time it worked. They had cheap auto, cheap home, and they were very good at keeping the prices low for repeat customers, for people without claims. But something has changed over the last few years. Prices and premiums have just been shooting up. I haven't been really filing that many claims. I've had 1 claim on my home, 1 claim on my auto over the years, but you know what? It really hasn't been much, especially for 18 to 19 years with them. I've been one of their better customers, everybody. But that didn't matter. And you're seeing this across the entire insurance sector. Losses are piling up everywhere, from events down in Florida with a ton of hurricanes, wildfires in California, wildfires elsewhere, other tragic events around the nation that are causing massive insurance losses are causing premiums everywhere to go up to help these insurance companies cover those big losses. And that's exactly what's been happening with State Farm. And you read it online, you read it on people's X feeds. It's not just State Farm. Again, you'll see it everywhere. Premiums are jumping up. That's why it is so important to keep switching, to keep checking it out, to keep finding other places that might be willing to pay you less just to acquire that customer, to get somebody in the door for those first year or two. They'll offer you a low premium with great coverage. And that's what I was hoping to achieve with this shopping. So drum roll, please. What is the insurance company I picked? I picked Connect Auto Insurance through American Family Insurance, which is done through my Costco membership because our family shares a Costco membership together. It turned out to be the best with the highest level of coverage. I checked a local broker and they said the best rate was through Progressive. I checked Allstate and then I checked Connect and I obviously compared it to my State Farm. With that, I'm probably only saving maybe $100 or $200 every year after my State Farm premiums jumped up, but I'm getting a significant boost in the coverage. What I found is some of the coverages in my house with State Farm didn't necessarily keep up to the value of my house increasing. So I was undercovered in certain areas, which is a big lesson for me, something that I pulled away. I got the highest house value with a reasonable deductible of $2,500 on the home insurance, making sure everything else is covered along the way. Auto rates were fantastic. The bundle rates were great. So all in all, I was able to save just $100, but I feel much better about the coverage I have. I'm happy I shopped this round. I got the best deal for my family and I got more coverage for us. So it really was a win-win-win situation everywhere. Everybody, thank you so much for hanging in there with me. Hopefully you enjoyed this video where I'm talking about my goals. I'm going to be talking a little bit more about some of the things I'm trying to achieve, and I can't wait to set what my next week's goals are. I'm going to spend some time over the weekend figuring out what I want to do. It might not be 3, it might just be 1. It could change every week. It can be 5, it can be 1, 2, 3, 4. It doesn't matter. I'm just doing what I can to make sure I'm taking small steps every single day, every single week to make sure I'm getting better. I'm improving my income, cutting some expenses, and I'm reaching financial freedom faster. Thanks again, everybody. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. And remember, you are either with us or you are against us. Check. Talk to you later, everybody. Over and out.